I was a legal wife for Bobby breaking news. And some more can none say a Denise and out on the Bufu Paye. I was ya Nibufu Funus so I'm from Kobe via ledge. Our menu say a year lawyer Babe Jamal a campus and as an office and what they say before at the aqua. Ninsama walk quack at the chair Babe Jamal and say, oh, here no so be interfere or that the Lumba issue no another the Lumba and 7 no beam. 1% or better say on Babe Jamal. Sebi asembi maya efa ne ho e Lumba nsensem ni mu na wode ne ho ebeba be wura mu wonyai na ya busuansem omo abefa kwan ombefa so mbe solve issue na busia legal for wife for 14 sem we say omo ni age omo bo Denise abasoa na busia ensem o makeka no ensem keto mepeso obeka me ho akwaji nchire ma hagusu ye ke black media.
I was a baby, I will show me be our how near money, but then the beer that was to be a no. But what they say when we begin come on, yet someone wants to be a bar, a friend say a Jessica Coco and a good summoner. But how beer that was to be a we have some we say. I think we are Bema or Shamo Bema, somewhere from Bema, a Ketua, Rabeji Bula Matali, a Druby now Bema, and a Cassiwetting up boy, Jumanso Ache, and Pim. Yet they are quantity a bar, a Buziania show shibrim. I a friend is simply for quantity, and I say with my friend back to sender. We need to be how we need to be tata. What to bet our Hosa will send it to you. But what days of the fan numbers in the screen as now when in your casa, show Shabby Muvia, the bomb what days a match near Obey. Which anteno, Munamo, which anteno.
Oronya abotre deputy fanse na ye ne ARG e wo page so debate ne ye obi agina different position but hunu say obi nka senditwi obi only expression of ideas ne disagreement ye but enkuntia obi but se mano fom na fe de me attack ARG personally egu ne hu fi a o ho kwan say baby am akono afi de matrap ne fa ho di ntira fe de also be taking me on. And they want to make us the first say or no can be a chair me on gum who film will be challenge or some fan me. And the always are Ojini Pacron right is offering in some.
Unza Oshima go for my problem. Quinema pay and I'll share a internal problem. All the others no, each and a external problem. Obi any since so be us a Nyankopon any the nature and the spirit in their fighting go away. Because some of the problems they've had, it is not because the Subi now report to man or by any analysis. So one report, in fact, even their queen mother of Team Liga, Matisse is first in another apartment, on one of them is a woman flatmates. It is a problem.
Because me say so much rush on Crawford. I mean, we send me what Odoboni platform, which I said Crawford. I said, now, program so normal recording your mania dia no much Crawford as some intimidate Team Legal wise because maybe no organ and where to go near the no it's intimidation. It's intimidation. It's not because fight in India. The way I'm from me, I didn't demand me say what I'm no. Ujina crowd based to boy a yaw. Maybe any panel so akasebia. I didn't know the Muslim coach because some of them here phone to know. Omunimo be on Mopocacho say, Omodom coach you home. Because some of them yes, because some of them has a euro. And I will hear you. Won't say who defend Marcus. But ultimately kodobo ni platform be so a omukro ho no mani age say wankasa waba because who nsem kaye aha say ni hu shebu ha ultimately first day make first day oba ha say o head up ebe yi hu dey say matefo mo atie mu sa ya ma mo nye sa to so me say na me hu say kai ma me we oboa agenda no de na mo hu say ketie na no betu yefo ni ejai bedu ya no fitam so that say eba ekoya sresem but obi balance say obeto tuja no kasetia ba bi ni kwa so okakwa obi so tie me say me so one ma master 7 obi ba no be kasetia no a ne ba ne me record no bakro ya fa che de wa famla kwa so sa na brabo ne tie se woni mo hu ho sem kan obi ni masemi yedidi nchenchen yedidim enketentia panyi ba se wo beba na sofo no sebi woni adwen na zisi a hunu se na wanya asam na wo kan wo atake panyi no the penny is one who can say, "Adia obi can say be obi atema." It's okay. I'm not saying that, but area says no be a me no say attemdidi e course so me nkrometa bobo nkrofo bebredin a che say the we mu si didi ma me say watem no nokran yankopon animu ni say we obi a attemdidi enso wanim a wanumu a osusu obedidi saade because atemnikrofo bebre muso tim legal wives a omo ye say muso ke kan sem bebra no din papa but o say time amuchi sister Emma no nkrofo piso be ka chema me say wa say ade no muso ma ye nchiche nkroma me ka say enye hwe so ati ase ma ye krampo nkrofo tim legal wives tifo no ebu fuye so ati ase we ntokwa na aba ntokwa so say bio me ka say kodi depend matem but as no be has not got a formula na say bio bia can be bia we let it pass na you move on ko ye nya nyoma hu ya but as say no we ba mpacho me ka say me ka say me as a binu asheda I try say they trying to witch hunting team legal wise for no mama come and want to swat yase which is not nice as my say ya sheda na akotro to ade bia same people bi kra kan bi me person me bobodin recent dey see ye crampo yes obi akasa which is not any kama ade na bibia ba na mo person mo witch hunting team legal wife na mo come and to that's how me who no that's sana me who no ebi esu no bia si who no on person dey arrest because penny for legal wives no bia penny for bia mo any more Ghana no to mo fi so mo was sika or Ghana between intimidate team legal wives no in so many ways enye nice munjai start witch hunting no it's not nice me that say
na usually me mentias you na obi ka so bi ni adwena body boni ana cause society example this me to say bio me ka so bi ni adwena no na ye chemi ana ja
Adipa na me tu me nua boaten for say the way problems na eba no ebeya
problem there ni baby and na obi that's why somebody is talking about which so that's why somebody is talking about which hunting massa no maybe one of
junior
mecho no be kra bia be family na me sáré we me fa my dream there
is something mecho de enya mecho asem
mecho no what say to be di what house mecho
enya mecho
junior asema ye kan no junior ba wo de obetimi ayu ho afiri fancy wo bia wo ni mo right nti obetimi ayu ho afiri
you see these people they are just individuals someone na momo life mu ana say bibisa it is about the obi atam kwa na menim na o ba be yede that's why we have freedom of speech we do whatever my order me did whatever I haven't threatened leaders
but because that's something no nya adwen say okay say freedom of speech your freedom of speech no any pan one by my handle
I don't think I make us authority until I make us once is borders on the line of the
what can we do one is borders on the line of say this is the issue.
Once it's on the line of did you whatever then why you onya ohwe when I talk about once maybe kasa mamen kasa crazy when it comes to threatening people that's fine saying things against people that is going to go against the public peace that's fine but I did whatever what you want
lawyer Boate mu nipa ne bebre ye threat mu threat nipa
mu threat ni dey mo kwa dey mo be some of them
enya insult
meba say ay junior I want to say
Jamal adoma na answer
okay you know so we nim ni a wa be dey question bo ha me hia afi honom say wo be bo amen the first watch say so 72 mkofa president Mahama siho I'm see president Mahama ni hu sa ponche udwan em didi na tema because watch say me ho kwasa me yes ade na emre bia enti emre bia na pacho sana
it's morally wrong, it's legally not wrong unless say bia baka say Mahama ye konfo say Mahama ye konfo so can say dia the person is our leader once I be kwa na year to na bia went me establish here you say no can a course public a year the fan say it doesn't cause peace within the public that's one that's fine but normal say Mahama say you know and you see a chill and this is the same provision of the year right now. The politicians are trying to say no, let's abolish this thing because at first we had criminal libel. Criminal libel, nature say be a baby daddy when Mark Okan who has to be then you know credit a good one thing. And no first and say a bit me arrest me. And I go for the muye dear train your abolish. And then you see what electronic act ni the what act 29 you know. Sort here say I don't know Msadi Abishima say try say abolish. Even lawyers are not happy with this thing. So I'm one say man food now so that me do whatever me do whatever. That's freedom of speech. That's how I see it. And yeah, it's no offense. So obi ma me baby I try say your offense.
I'm not come back catch you. Say you insulting a public official.
Information of character.
Defamation is a civil remedy.
Civil case. Civil case.
But mama me miss a question. ABK me ba.
No criminal offense. Normally the term is not a criminal offense.
A criminal person na make ba me patch say defamation say tiamra ana.
There is a civil suit. Civil. No bet me ask you.
Tiamra. Anemra okay, ninti civil no enyamra enkamra ho ana.
Civil yamra but the only thing I saw be bomeka. That's all.
And then say you can say it's still tiamra and as criminal case. Oh, say meaning say criminal case. I'm not even talking about whether it's criminal. I'm not talking about whether it's criminal or not.
You see, me did what them. What's your say? And on yes, me did what them straight now and tiamra. So I say when I walk and me did what them ne effect be. Na otimi ko prove check or some can once a man no cre my say ya and no ending in defamation suit too but me ka just say o wonim say ade sebe and won't be faming court so na me hu that's my best about you yes I don't want to be faming court
it to that say obi betimi asori no pa bia ba ofi ama ba ka cho say what wonim say ade yo
obetimi abada bia o meka
I bet to differ.
That's why you are there. You can differ.
Because my witness case is in Libya. Obi cassette as of Penny Bi Okumasi. I can't the Yobia Huasem. I'm and they say, I was not going to say, but didn't attempt just like that. In it doesn't end up in anywhere because my did you attempt just like that. There are several cases that echo so.
They say they make that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We are abusing things. Normally, break one of my me call Nancy, me call police station, me call here. Obi real estate company. O si die and Obi wo ebubu. Obi skakesi agent or the akoda police. Any police whatever here. Any police ni yes abuse your system no bibia na house me go be say me come police can no akoyesi sad no you try say be correct no so mo tell say because na favor one side no and as say no on threaten onye ohwe sebe ye nua ba ko di case ikura ye ko say akoye bibia was hanging because it was clear starting I'm catch say it's clear say the prosecution facts no more offense no person with the charges any pakon and match is a civil issue into that almost several civil rights now say this is what you mean business. This is business. Deal with her in the civil way. And as I say, I can call much progress. Yeah. Now, baby, one of my costume, and yet, Yana, cool.
Junior, I don't know, says so. No. Okay.
The mentor said you have it's because of all the experience now. Remember some church one be before us cannot be before in another way. Okay. It's Yamra in the case say. So who did him attempt? Now, defamation is one thing. Saying something to injure my reputation, right? If you say it and that thing is said, sir, like it was done willfully to injure my reputation, and only say and only we go for defamation. But it has no stance in criminal issues. Any police accept. Sana me person metro.
You have to say criminal. I'm not even saying say criminal.
Okay. You have a remedy under the civil side.
And most of the things going on.
Because it can be baby sound say. It can be baby sound say. Can baby sound say ntia emrana say maybe any what you say. So we do at all bit me abaya ayana hwedia because who can baby say we wine. Because what can say there? Not say obi abetimi asori didi obi atem na ofa na hwedi na okowu ana
or logic in so illogic ya wa betra wadi masem asem wa bedi wajimi sabe wa betwere wa asese ya mitimi nya na hwe so ta na ohume
no petrol ya de bibi abetimi aye nana
mitimi nya na hwe wa defamation no so what different you And also one elements are best satisfied. Because we don't qualify under defamation.
Ever qualify for day?
Is qualify for senior city and qualify for it. Eugene, so we read it. Go and read the elements of defamation. That's all. Thank you.
So sorry. Oh no, remember. Say me sorry and I'll be sorry. Let there be whatever be see you. At the party, no say we drying. What did not tell me? We so drying. What's the anya machine? Anya she.
Unless you see these defamations, they are kind of funny, right? What you say? Say, I don't want to go so deep into it, but you man say when him say ebi a wonya brand bi and has a baby say na ebi a you ever say oh beauty beauty pageant bi ebi a wanima na facials na ye de bay wo didi ho in that direction na so the far oh the name say agree say now who lose who are there the person can go for defamation under you, but normal people you who me can just say oh my name say agree. That's how people see me. That's how I see.
Cyberbullying is what watching.
Cyberbullying is a whole different thing. I know that's a whole different
all the time. Internet.
Cyberbullying is a whole different thing. Rosemary, me say. Even with Emran is very, very careful. Say, even Sabino Kontokwa, Ebia ye. And some I catch you in that heat of that moment in Aqua, who call for defamation about we're said in the heat of an argument, it doesn't qualify under defamation.
Because as a profile which hand,
because we are trying our best, right? You see,
as a punishment,
we are trying our best, right, to safeguard freedom of speech.
So big power because we'll be able to try. So sorry, no, did you want to man? Ose or henna will be antino, and when you're saying Tiamrebia,
that be. But did you want him? I didn't want them, and one no. But did you only have to my family?
You can't be on Hena, you can't be on Hena, will be a president. Who say and send only
was some watching Nanado, now was some watching Nanado,
even a politician, see, even a politician, see, right? Some people president. Some people call this person Obianko from Mahama incompetent. So Obianko will be clueless. They call Mahama clueless and all. Don't say so. Yeah, and they'll be in court, right? So it's a whole different thing. Let's not mix it. You see, freedom of speech here, sebe is very, very important and it's essential. So we are doing our best to safeguard it.
Maybe so say minim section kwana say then, but I overheard somebody read they say you insulting a public official whether it's on duty and okay kind of yeah ma himfu nyina be remu ni nyina no e borders on say like I read say me to me ko nipa ne kana mancho, but I heard the person reading say
section 63.
So you read it.
Okay. If you have it, you read it, bro. Why? I don't have it.
No, we are not a public official. No. You see, these are things which may distract the person from his official duty. May perform what they. No, it's an obstruction. So what I share money here is let's keep it at the safest level. Maybe. Some year a by a juma. No, you are obstructing what I'm doing. I'm serving for the nation. So that's a whole different thing. But this we are talking about. As somebody also can order a question public official in the line of duty. What do you say, man? That
and I may or he will be submitted. Maybe I'll know I'll be matter when you saw point, so many to dry. Minimum answer, say, I'll say, no, Antiam,
the best of just obey the do what them. Say ebia your hine or hine we also drying or hine will proceed. So that thing, you know, and look at the publication of false news is not even false. So that's the way you see it. It's just the morals now who affecting you. You are going against the morals of the person. But this is a society as power works. So I say power works. Into whom bet me actual, but what can them rapper there on cafe on your way? You can go for defamation and establish the elements in defamation. So this is verbal assault. Which one is verbal assault? The criminal, which are criminal act. Verbal assault, man. No, maybe one man won't here because, and also won't here because you feel like it's so offensive. But at the end of the day, you either go the civil way. But we are talking about the criminal world. Let's keep our focus over the
situation where my na me radio. Any panel, we're on the internet and are consistently all gumi hufi. Mementi ase mo cyberbullying say bia meti media fawa na ebie mu no so no se me yo hene ana media konya ne say public officials no omo really omo ka kan nyina me say ahenfofo so edie wom na nipa na gina on the media e dey consistently ogu me hu fi enye dey say dey atem no dey me na me fa ne say asema wo kan say gu me hu fi ana say gu me boss ma konwa medi na wo asukọ no ma wo gina media ne so na dey bia no say wo tweme ane say wo tweme na obi be ka say because of freedom of speech boy ho ban ni ti no wo ho kwan say oye on them rap protecting no, but maybe more I would attend them rap protecting me. Then so yeshemu it will be can yes I hope so be reading my or more reading them in the morning. Or me say or more can public officials or more can say even some pastors no qualify as that or more churches say registered no or more qualified to be public officials. I can say to you more almost bit me take you on the same but say you can say will be good moving no do whatever and question there.
Let's maybe a start argument.
Lawyer, and then the beside you or mammy, maybe, mammy has a meteor. I will say, oh, we better make you attempt, and so it doesn't have effect of what you want in attempting to do my kogu. Say you'll be a beer, lawyer. Na wodine in the professional casting be am obi am kwanen affecting the life or no the deformation if say enye sunsanso na brabum so what you say na wo me se wo kwase ya me kan wi ye no adwuma ekoso bibi ekoso on nti saa no ye nhye da nye bet obi casting bi me ba semeti ase a me ba ma me hwe semeti ase a nti se me casting bi ebi a wo ye hene na maka asem bi a agu wakunya ne hu fi pa kire se bi kura betima tu anase edi how bia bre wakunya ni yes onu de obetimi aka ho asem but say asem bia obi aka se bi wo ye jimifo wo de be court but wo ni grounds bia ye betima gibi bia
mama instance ba kon me ebia makonya din eye kontonchi the first media kasa ye de wo me yakosi agima be din ye din ni me ye kontonchi the first now be gina media ne so ai kontonchi no o ni adwene na why say eye makonya din na wo ba wo mo medin asakosi agima so what you say wo mo medin asakosi din wo to bo makonya din ya me makonya so you are attacking me based on adwuma me ye enye
asase imate bet edi oboy ni sunsan so bi dia ba wa bra bomu wo okunya die ne ho die a call to bet me dia to bet
so aba me ba
call to the side ya call to the side
Eugene, the ma akunyedie, right? Any I him for attempt die no. Edi assemble, I'm not sure how it goes. You see, when you are saying publishing false news, mostly which is false news in America, it's not even insult. False news. Na ekoka or hinibi. It has the possibility of letting the people react. So in that instance, no, it's disturbing public peace, right? Or it's against this thing. Peaceful atmosphere. That's the route they will take against you. But ohino ohonya fe. Ohino uti me time sebe. Asama nka nyina sebe o. O kwache ne say unless ni ti ne time na wonya ne fe. Sebe o. Yeah, on sebe o no ma. It has criminal law na ankasa. When we are going to the criminal side, we talk about elements. Asam na o kan ye no.
Mami musu asam kakra. Mamuzu asem obi kaka say IGP shu kakra kasi akwache no ono so that's what I say
wa she we nyina IGP shu kakra no akwache no we are just
no Ghana
As it stands now, I don't your politics and people are talking about the section 207. Meba. People are complaining bitterly about the but the funny thing is it's politics. MPP bar no akojina so no ago the atete NDC for NDC so bar no akojina so the MPP is now complaining say sir you are abusing that section 207 208 what you say inti mo pa bo me abolition the preco because criminal libel is out Ekufuado and the bedi enum ye free on but Ekufuado time near the 208 no ya man na say obi ka something na obi is just as defamation something na mwako arrest no because on that one sabe obi nko gina ba bi nka say chama huntimi say me no anka amfa your friend say mahama ho o te so obi akoche no say I say ba ma fe de lodina so you 12 o kan san sem ni na o to so bi akoche no no so that's what it is o pass you for defamation na ko bonika na ho nto ye ntimi megina na obi hu na obi e na odidi obi atema odidi sebe o sanye public official kwa na you be to say me nobody say me ni baby daddy ye kwa de ntimi nya eno kwa de nkosi hwe go ya mamu susu nya hu na no
the public official, obi a meeting ya.
Lawyer, mami musa.
Junior, let's also not rush it off. Say obi sorry na say somehow or the otu na ni si also say obegu wani ma say e wo kwan bi so bi di whatever say the wo kana nipa no ntimi mfa mrewi aso that I disagree with you. I mean that's my personal
opinion. Because I was so them can say defamation is there. It's a civil suit, you can go for it.
Yeah, and then you say defamation na say civil suit na say boka e can even
defamation no so adepa defamation is not just a did the atemu so we did the atemu also share the nsusu ansu sabe make us ho
nefa Same na me de me ho na me say wudi fe me no ama ebia me sorry kwa me ntimi ni di ama bi kwa mpo a
no de embassy trade
lawyer ebia wadi matem ebia lawyer
embassy trade
na wadi matem ma me yire jame da bi hwe wati me di matem ma me yire se me ho nya fa mo jame metima kosi wana
akosi no
yeah, onu ebeye yese bia wodi matema ama ukure be man ho tantantan na me yiribu ofu no wagya me ono metime de wakokot
ah betime de dakokot
because anyen sunsanso o me so that way okay
because the defamation
yeah sorry
okay
you just search where the same I was searching the elements of defamation. How do I said there be an obi atem. When court, you see, let's not do something. Say no matter what, it will open the floodgates for whatever. Obi sorry, I will wear the matter. But court, we do serious business over there.
Life is so now. Continuously or abuse me cyberbullying wo ho and as a kind of wagumi hu fia na say wo yamne so ho entino this be a because we share me one on one I want me kan kire me but we be internet this no continuously wagumi hu fia cyberbullying so ho it is aha anye ya sa ha ye nipa ne ko in case so police now no so na say prosecutor now no so say okay you invite nipa na say nipa say so no so no ono so say enye kura na mra no so nim kakra ti ono so chogum say yanko na yakọ ebibi wo court na say mini case a ebeba to agu mi o case so na say fine ebe fine wo say wo di ewu so na to me so na eno so ebe chi watu mo na no so ye hu ba bi amra ngosi but say wagu me hu fi na wo se mimi ntimi nya ho hwe de ene wo de me chew kura me ama remind the kura na ye wi ka say mini case kura na me koso achew that's how we say it should be happy because
this our acceptance so they say your friend is saying Eugene Eugene Pacho cyberbullying is one actors Meba.
I want to
Memo so Meba. Cyberbullying will ask for it. Our Ghana I see.
Junior say just 1 minute.
They say your cyberbullying, you will lost or act on it or has it.
Junior mention.
See, normal be one normal. It didn't come on na yafe kaka because before say no crime without law, no punishment without law.
What
Offense any mremuno. There's no once cyberbullying is primarily governed by 2020. The act is cyberbullying. I may kind to see a crab.
I want to read Chieftaincy Act Section 63.
All right, sure, I'm listening.
A person who acts or performs the functions of a chief, that the person is not qualified to act. If you go to Section 63D, yes, knowingly uses 63C, knowingly use disrespectful or insulting language or insult a chief by word or conduct. D, deliberately refuse to honor a call from a chief to attend to an issue, commits an offense and is liable to a summary conviction of a fine, not more than 200 penalty 63 session, not more than 200 penalty units, or a term of imprisonment not more than 3 months.
All right.
If you insult a chief, that is in the law, a criminal offense.
Never. My kind cry.
It's not a civil offense.
The chief assumes a position and identity to see no disrespectful in language or insult by a chief by conduct. Okay, deliberately or refuses to honor a call from a chief to attend to an issue. You see, this one it will be abolished. Can your friend say deliberately refuses to honor a call from a chief to attend an issue? You know,
it's in the law.
Because we even have a case for that one.
And I'm saying that.
Yes, man. So your friend want him for any more. And I'm saying,
but if you insult a chief, it's in the law that if you insult a chief, it's a criminal offense.
Yes, that's what it states over here. But this is the same. This is the main argument I will put up right now. They say, but I have freedom of speech, which overrides this chieftaincy act.
No. You have freedom of speech. There's a difference between insulting the occupant of the stool and the person occupying the stool.
It's two different things.
It's two different things. The chief you're insulting, or chief's stool name, is different from his personal name.
Yeah.
So if you insult the chief's stool name, is the occupant that you are insulting, the title chief that you are insulting. But if you insult his person, his name, person, it's different.
Okay, now I get you.
Because Chief will be a wedding. Chief will be a wedding.
I
think who insulted the occupant of the stool. There's difference between what can say here the occupant. Another man in a personal name out there as a judge is different from the stool title like the man. In two big now the stool that the dinner tema. What committee offense? That's different.
Okay. What I read also here is that
I'm listening to you guys. I'm reading the act.
I'm trying to say wakachre wakasafa ohine no say ohine no niti airtime. Niti time bi. So ana say obeka so ohine kra niti kra ya metan. So you reading 1992 constitution here pa say will define it what say how the statement should be made in order to allow the statement to become a crime. It is not say untimin kasebi amekase wo hini we ni 3 time and I say utri nyame fe utri nyame time no because we can say no na edo akọ court na court ebuafo enya sa na work it sa na madam understanding na yame but rather no so who make a statement in a harass way publicly loud ena adene be atemdie ba woni wo hene di nkomo anaso no bi di nkomo na enkomodie no mo ka se ni parokwa mi se kwa ne ho nyame fe niti ya metan wo untimi for hene nti fa onko court ema court mu awfo it doesn't matter if Ni stool name okuta and answer the position okuta. It doesn't matter.
I'm even reading on it, so I'll be back later. Because we have cases, Akwaba Akusi, Okoye Bibi, I feel friend, Wama. Wama no, Ena, Omodene call a E for credit. It's not a criminal issue. He invited me, I didn't come. How does it become criminal?
Yeah. You crow because
Well, that's what.
because we
There's
will
a case you part, which, right. So I'm coming.
So obi si wasama wa himfia obetuma ka se wo nkoye mfa nkokọ ono se bia ya sama obi si wakosama wa himfia obetuma ka se minne ahimfie ni asem ye mfa asem ne nkomrem wa hine no ntimi nya ohwe so best atim
bibi depend ahimfie kro because any fike
ahimfie bia masa no kwa pa na
me kan kiro mo se
masa me ba hu bi me pese be kan sem wo ha ma hu bia be wa himfie kase pa omu frɛ papa no ana oba na ba koye ono anko na obisa na o se omi papa si asumasi na abesa ma me dia o me mfa nkwa ban na na mo de mesrɛ mo na mo ontimi ne mo nka wa o ti ase on be dia
It depends on Asamkro. It depends on Asamkro.
No, say yes, maybe a civil case, maybe a civil case in Quadia, Obetimaka Sam Fanco.
Yeah, and I'm saying it depends on Asamkro because if it's a chieftaincy matter, you can win at the Supreme Court.
That's right. You said make us a civil case.
You cannot force yourself to become a chief.
Yeah, and the American system will be any assem. The American say, Miss me will be any assem. And a beard mako or hini be any more hini beer. Met Maka says, ask him or dear banana, we see a becano and sim we am fan cocotra. Oh no, or hini intimate for some such in Clammy and can I feel. Yeah, some the science. Either so Uber a regional house of chief or Ubia Ubeko Ubia Penia Ocean as yes, that's fine. But I
say, then I make a say no, and I message as you know. The Supreme Court pronounced section 63D. You know, it's been abolished by Supreme Court pronouncement. So it won't run by it doesn't work. So in the case is Naneji Ampo versus the Attorney General and the President of the National House of Chiefs 2011. It's been abolished. It won't work. Because just were invited me by to say. So you might get and that's where sometimes me catch a man for say you are go and read something like it's there. You're repeatedly a winning because let's say it's not your field that you are doing this, right? It's purely a legal field. You're not maybe one man. In the written law, no, it exists, but in practice, it doesn't exist.
I'm talking about the C.
So
the C that D.
Yes. So me, I'm now on the D. So let me go to the C. So for the D, you know, it's in as much as it's written. If you follow it, you follow wrong law. See, let me go to the C. Thank you.
But also, I'll see a tuning panel because you can insult somebody, which may insult to a chief, but maybe you might not, people might not let you leave to tell your story the next day.
ABK, on the Asma Aquaban say, any panel, who dinner terminal. Maybe I won't only 2 minutes there, who attack the position. And now attacking the panel who is there. What would like Jamal would dinner or no or good movie. Maybe I only panel can say be a make us say be a mere frame contention or do the first me dimport in unim. And I was sorry all the missing media and continue why is this in a continue why is this here. Definitely. Miss my friend said me or here and I said me did the brabia. Miss Metron be jammed and him say Branebet go or gum hoofino. But never sign me or never try at the Gopotiamaya, oh, Yemesa, who is the Obana went to me and Randa Becasa. se ma sam nyede no emra no so say mini case a obebo ato agua ene so mra na beka but as to say junior beka say because of say ebia case no ya bogu nti obi betime ejina media no so no wa horo obi just say the osipe bia because untimi nyame hwe ti say de mo na omko je mra say ema abo bia anche obi nwe fi oseboda ho ana obi awakotron na yi na abo ne him ni podia say ya hye mra ye se menchi obi nwe obeka say enchi obi nwe na say oba manim na say obi him ehi a mechi worry so that's what tini baby no kan and what be fan na de bia ordinary media no so no hini we yo what can't me etimi de say be na de jemo sem na be to media no so a ni ya ka just say freedom of speech say and do be so right.
The more you make examples, the more you make the cases extreme. What you are saying?
Eugene.
The better
Eugene.
Good. The publication of false news, right, and all these offenses are okay. So, say more person you had the chieftaincy, but even if you pick it out of the chieftaincy, you pick it out of the chieftaincy. You see, insulting somebody, simplicity. It's not an offense. Makes me also read what it's not an offense.
There be insult now. What is we insulting?
Insult because Sabio. Obi ni nyansa. Yemfa ne sa simple. Obi ni nyansa.
There's difference between say because imagine say what achieve realization. Now you are not confirmed.
Some major boy issue.
On any way we there oni nyansa. Over freedom of speech.
These are words also the kopo or hine na chi or hine or deni pa no. These are words said when it's not conducive to what? The public's peace. Inti honum no more de befa. Inti say me layman meba me labor because or hine na didi na tem no, right? Or dan konfo no. Some konfo na oko o hine na didi na tem. The possibility says that these people will strike and as these people will be go offensive no is there. So you are publishing things or saying things which is not conducive to the which one? To the peace of the public. So that's the but let's start with let's deal with asme boating. What did you
Sebi.
I know the moral na say baka job say morally is wrong.
Obedi dia tell by ebia wontimi nko ade tema wo ma emeka.
Ensema ekosui mesro. Obi de ohine bi see, let's make it simple. To say, Obo Casa Bia. Why not quite almost somebody at them? It's a Sham something like Roman father. You ever say, I'm so busy what do you Roman father? But say, or Cochino, right? Oh, Cochina. Oh, what did what the boy of my Cochino?
Hey, or a flag bearer. They blow a flag bearer. What good position in Hoofy? Hey, or a flag bearer. That is bro. Junior Mamika some no. Junior Mamika some troll. Law practitioner, a different from me. The man send banana about to work about to go. But be Mamika some junior Nabotre. Say first say, me the man send banana about to
work. Talk off no wa Jackie Kakika.
Debi junior Nabotre. Debi Emlani yema yen timamufo. Ya nyemla ma lawyers nko asem nko na munko di asem no. It no say yen sweet me clear asem.
There's a lawyers and one good
example. Memo take example.
Question.
Asante hima there was a fiat. But
the same questions. Woman, new person should be served here.
Who are the freedom of movement? So BMP, your coy no home bear say, me pia bijina bontene or kasa year. We no, send anuko inika, umudia to no.
Why? Why some now?
Or your bear matching will be a Mustafa or
bear matching will be maintenance.
And I'm just say your freedom of movement, my buana.
Yes,
you bet Maka say da the president, my buana.
Freedom of movement, say no, I have he said we have restricted areas, but the Casa.
Him a year. There was a fiat that by this time there was will be our region Mukoda. Obi and also or your bema or freedom of speech in Obijina in Tanfidi and so. Ebeka no radio. Umpi no be pia bijina bontene. Or yeah, member send me PA. But later, member send it no to be any sort of it.
You see, I make a baby chill. And I'll be honest and truth. Maybe I'll be honest and truthful over here. Ashanti region is a whole different region. That's the truth. Ashanti region. Maybe Ashanti region is a whole. Maybe it's a whole different region, right?
May draw attention to it to say.
Money answer the important. Money answer.
You see, the Ashanti region is a whole different region. Maybe Ashanti Ninibi, and we don't take some things there. And this is one reason that I can boldly say that the capital of Ghana can never be Ashanti region. One way or the other, it's a country or a school. Ashanti region I won't say. Inti o de almost say example mami a eye dey mami. So what you say? Because ya kene kwat to me the necessity bo say some be anyone on the dan obeka a court be abetimi ada na okroma say. So what you say? Inti o de fa ho no ma o ma asem ne dey mami more. Omo kase say ya omo de it's a whole different world. Ashanti region is a whole different world though. Nti only omo delay ya na ya hwe bi kakra. Thank you.
Ya cho na sika mi bisa kakra. Ai bi ka mi sro ma mi bisa ba ko bi wai. O meti a che. But na mpese mi bisa say on so wo hwe ye insult na na de wo internet so na. Na kwa mi se be je di say at times ai na nya aboa kwasia wo jimi. Etimi kokoye to say ebia mumbusa Mr. Lawyer Bottom mame emre bia yekoji sikawa asule si ho no mumbusa ne say lady na yehu no ye de ba de no de ye no true insult na no keka sansem we nyina wum na akoya perception say bia omuko hie nipa no mudi ne wa no mudi ni bone in such all these things na nkofo ye no obi dipa na ye de ye no on timi report ma na ye crime say we need you say brabe you ano.
So you see it's not an offense so why also my baby menye ya then you go straight to defamation. It's not an offense. Send try to we try to me so. And as I try to so no you go me who fin. So the best thing I should go is I go with defamation. It's simple. Okay. I won't go to the police and report.
The last question so they say okay ABA nipa no so jai say wa fa say bia we insult keke ana why you continuous ana enye defamation say bia affecting nipa no psychological way ama on pie in the way crowd person commit suicide straight away no mean shifted from insult into cyberbullying.
The cyberbullying, like I said, me haven't explored our laws when it comes to cyberbullying. Me who so be the original cause for cyberbullying that. Oh, I mean who say yeah suggested remedy a movie for cyberbullying that. And then I have say case is a free as my can say we grab no. Ebi am ho no mo dey assess fine, but yeah laws ni dem so cyberbullying na ankasa no mention and exploit. I will be truthful to you.
Okay,
we mostly go for the defamation. Thank you.
Yeah, my last one so now my last one so say ebi mutimi make allegation say true insult no say akra we aye we ba we ne kum we ne say you know ni nyina no hu ne still na
we ne kum we ne de was we ne kum we ne de and na make say we call yes we call the public fear no what you say
okay
and the my attention by you direct ones say we ne kum we a na nya no kra na you see the false news can cause something within the public. You see these criminal cases, right, or criminal this thing offenses no. When you're establishing it, you do it element by element. Okay, I'm fine to say, obi okun obi. The first thing I also mentioned say, maybe I should prove that the person is dead, right? If I prove maybe the person is dead, then what? Quite saying I also a false no. Now I link it, the offense to me. no my main intent and say me share na me cool nti be e meda because obet me akunipa so na any offense e be self defense me kunipa maybe it's not an offense. Until I know say to me establish because I have something to defend myself. Until said Mexican establishing that there should be willful killing and there should be a dead body. Sure.
Yeah, funny say there was a mob attack. And nipa no ba ofio ombebo omwie no msa atwe wodo edene na omokam no mokuja woto enwem baabi.
Hey, what's that a criminal law question? And
in the end no nipa no nyame eboa na niti ye no da nwrem na owurem wa no be pie baabi na wone ofre ni nwane ne call police station and call report to case no. Wa report to case ni wie no ena wo mo asa mob no wo mo so call police no mo call police. Okay, men kan say o man ko se man fe mani ehun ntimi kan sa ni mo so call police for in the end se nipa na wo mo no ko mo kwako edina mo kwako dina dem no wo no di ka ko report you na later na o ma achinchi masam no against say nipa no say wo no ena ke kwako attack obi na police case na ankasa no na entesa. What do you do?
Yeah, so with the police in Kenya, maybe they mean to me because and some of the other police, and you see our policemen, they do well though, but sometimes they don't. As some I have an experience with it. Say obi abo me hunipa obo no hwe no ayere no odwane no mo masako free police and yaba. Say penable nti this is like let's say 6 years back. Say omomeche because one year pe watch on no but because of police affiliation work of fair police or mameche. So these things happens. Don't mean ya hon kopim say bia na kopim say bia be court na wako yi hu anu akoye say no. Enko that's the thing. Cause nipa na oye adwuma na also independent makodi one side over there. Don't mean ya hon
yeah, say in fact.
Say my logic complain. Obi the meme them. And we call logic complain. Me kwa man answer na metre. So still on the other side there then I may have found. I can't do anything about it. So I guess to a judge and I say my side of the story.
Okay, in this case, what we did was that you petitioned the Attorney General, you can't petition the police commander. And now as I'm now your honey hall, and you petition Attorney General. And now Attorney General no actually my command. So you change police friends police officers
Police on the matter,
you change our police station But no kwa no bra ye bre pa ansa na yetimi get it through.
Exactly.
Any sika you treat you one time. And can you make it possible?
So this is a way I'm telling you, said this is as I'm a layman. I'm not even talking about your aspects. And as a layman, the best place you have to defend yourself is in court.
That's a court.
That's how I simply say, once I say why you say progress. I say there are charges, baby. It be moved to court.
So
this is the workers say you're moving from the realm. Say let's deal with this normal way. So police needs to see me and as a police need na juma. So you are talking about police need na juma. For that one you can petition the even the IGP over the police conduct.
Okay.
So that's the organization.
Yes. So in our case, so Kenya dia me mama ni dia me all that research na me step by step baby some differ. And ka omo nyina jam naka because they didn't know what to do next.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a layman. I say, but if you think say the police is not doing its job, well, you petition the IGP.
Oh, maybe I
was going to.
You see, I don't know the time I was almost you Say I then say wakoye case no okoye case ni and mudru ya na judge anji case ya ntum. So you sue the person under because what's all about here, right? So unlawful arrest, you have malicious prosecution, and false imprisonment. You have 3. You can sue them under all 3.
Junior, sorry, I'm taking you off a bit. Junior, I'm beginning to put a conspiracy together, and I want you to help me, save me from this dangerous conspiracy theory I'm forming in my mind. Wow, bia obiti bia boa me kakra. Me pese enya adwen papa me pese be she me timache. It's not good. Junior, I'm beginning to think that Daddy Lumba, my legend, whom I honor so much, and the alleged supposed I take that back. Daddy Lumba and Mami Akusha Sewa, with all the respect it comes with, connived to make Odobroni, put Odobroni in this situation she's in. But I need all of you to give me counter views that deflate this, so that I'm able to put this conspiracy to rest. And then as I'm feeling some that didn't bonnet. I dream because I'm in the bonnet.
Okay. It's you have from reasonable. One way or the other. So I may side with you what you're thinking, because why not? At some point, let's say 2018, in my head, I'll use 2018. Akosia Sewa knew about the relationship between Odobroni and Daddy Lumba. So let's say it was so evident that she wanted a divorce that time. Asema omukoka yema sa asem no to try it didn't end up in divorce. We both don't know. But from there to 2020 whatever, Akosia Sewa knew Odobroni was in a picture. So we all don't know what, and Akosia Sewa in her mind, and me, knew said they were married under ordinance. So there's no way, even in the letter, I say, mention bigamy in the 2018 letter, there's no way I will bet me a worry Ramana ye. Inti said, and then let's just let things be. And Lumba too knew, say, Minya me. So let things be. And they were just going till the man went out. So in one way or the other, when you know said I'm worry, nama AC. And I still mama I cry you some no. So at the end, no, one way or the other, you all knew what was going on. So I can side with you a bit.
Now, if I'm sure, a short question. Is that now identified by the court that Akosia Sewa is married to Daddy Lumba in terms of the man marriage?
No. But we are just thinking that, let's say, truthfully, there are some people who believe, but I say, yes, right? This is believable, and that's what the court said.
Yeah, they say it doesn't.
People who believe, but I say, even people on Odobroni's side say knew that these people, they were married, but they couldn't prove it in court.
Yeah, but I didn't, as I said, normally, no. We know the draw and Yama with him. We are not saying that it's so or it's not. It is not so. For the record, normally here in Germany, if you are really in a marriage situation with 15 to 25 euros, you can get your marriage certificate and prove that.
You see, there's a difference between getting your marriage certificate and using it in the court proceedings. And maybe that I also be trying to so back. Last time who were guy be platform, and I mummy no pen more top. But as I discuss it, I'll come and say the honum because it was about the 161 1 and 2 and 161 3. No, And the guy was right on point. I'm like, maybe that we discuss this thing, you know it, and you want my way there, yeah, what I say. But that's another thing to do. So, Top Spot, on your certificate now, it should go through some process before you can tender it in as evidence in Ghana,
Yes,
right?
yes. Sir, I know, sir. It has to go. It has to go past through the Ghana embassy in this case, and over the Ghana to what you call to verify that yes, indeed it is so. And but the thing is, before it will get there, because you get the marriage certificate in German language, and
You see, we going to the Ghana embassy over there. I can even skip that one, but it makes your case stronger if you pass through there. But the best thing is catered. So the person who signed the document and issued it should add something or should come and prove something that this is my signature and this is the authority that issued it.
That is not a big deal. Out of that, they're proving the authentication. Yeah, one it is done by a German what do you call it? A public officer. So the thing is, if you go there and they give it the whole thing in a copy form to you, this is whereby you are the court will not verify that. But here in Germany, you have to bring it to a notary, and the notary will also contact the Heiratsamt, that is the marriage authorities. So and they will give you a certified proof that indeed it was so. And then because of the whole thing will come in a German language, you go back to the notary for translation. And with both papers, you go to German and Ghana embassy to prove that. And then over from German to Ghana, from Ghana embassy, you will reach out then automatically to Ghana's court. And this is where you get the whole thing authentified by Ghana court. So I'm asking myself, why didn't they do that this way? Because
you see, this question is a question you and I and everybody can't answer, and the reasons why the document was not authenticated. And you see, a notary is different from authentication. You see, notary is you are going to use the document outside of the country. You get it? But the authentication is simple, like the person that signed it, the person that issued that certificate, come and prove that issue, because anybody can get the document somewhere. The document somewhere and come and use it in court. So we need this thing, and it's law, another 161162. But as it stands now, let's say they couldn't do it. That is it. Their reason is best known to them. For that one, I don't know why. I can't answer that question.
Yes, but in the German law.
Junior, are you friendly? Say, Bempa. I think the way I will be a question. No. Me person me be say and then my will start is all drain the old drains. This question you be saying, and I mean sleeping until
I've just been thinking about this whole matter, and the reality of the matter is that some things don't add up to me. I just don't understand.
You're not far from.
Things like
I genuinely want to not understand why this deal would have, even somebody would even think that deal has an ordinance marriage with them. Like, for what purpose? Because you've left the woman for all this while. Why on earth would you still have an ordinance marriage pending for?
Okay, so now have you come into conclusion that or believe that? Have you come to believe that there is an ordinance marriage between Makosia and the Pacho?
Adepa, you see, to be honest with you, right? I'm a very honest person about some of these conversations.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm
it's not like me and other platforms. Now I choose my words a bit carefully, but I think that it will be very difficult for me to think, say, oh, why would Mami Akosha Sewa go all this extent, right? Especially when there's a criminal element of this matter. With a criminal, and a lawyer is here, if you waste the court's time when you know that the things you are bringing to the court, especially, it's not the right documents, You are talking about prison sentence. Lawyer, true or false?
When it comes to cases of perjury and those stuff, like I said, I haven't witnessed it myself. It's yes, but perjury is an offense. Thank you.
So the point is that for me, I just don't want. So when moving on in life, you move on in life completely. Why would anything, especially when the woman prompted you, when the woman prompted you that we still have an ordinance, you should have gone to cancel it. Now, the other thing that's getting me think about all this matter all over again is that Mami Akushasawa is not as innocent as people think she is. She's a party to this crime. Because think about it, Adepa. You just think about it. And to be honest with you, before
why are you thinking like that? Why are you thinking this?
Adepa,
Adepa, I'm also a question in room. Bempa, don't you think? Why don't you think Bempoma is also party to this? Whatever went on.
No, is it as for let me just focus on the key players, because this story we can easily bring different parties in it. Even the children, we can bring them in, but those are not focus on the key actors. Odrobuni, Daddy Lumba.
Hey,
Adepa me to be in my Adepa me say just think about. I'm just focused on the three players: Odrobuni, my legend, and Mami Akushasawa. Here's the thing: Liam Fatih Daddy Lumba Refi. 2018, Mami Akushasawa writes a letter. I'm divorcing you. I brought your drinks and all of that. Aka ordinance, no. At the time, that Lumba had moved on. Why do you leave the ordinance pending? Mami Akushasawa again. Why I say I don't pity her one bit. She's a party to this. And now my second question, Junior, please remind me. I was going to ask a question about courts, some of these things. Now, Adepa, Mami Akushasawa after the 2018 letter goes quiet for almost 12 years, doesn't show up, does not complain again, goes and lays low. The only way she went low without thinking about the property she asked for before was because I'm believing to think that no, she had certain grounds to stand on that. Listen, I'll wait and go and claim these things. And especially again, when I hear Mami Georgina say that Mami Akushasawa, I knew that she couldn't give birth again at a certain point, and so she let the man go. Adepa, now these things are beginning to mess my mind up. I think that there was a conspiracy to use the woman, and the two of them. Sorry to say, my legend, my icon. I mean, I respect him with all the, but because I just want to put Mami Akushasawa in this picture, so I will just force him Lumba into it also, because Mami Akushasawa is not innocent. She knew this and waited for this and planned it. But Junior, my question was to you that this conspiracy.
At the Pamis,
I think at the Pamis, one thing is
maybe there's a Bempa, right? Bempa to an extent. Right? See, to an extent.
You know what?
Me say to an extent. Me no way Papa no life. See, Papa na one or no. I don't really think it's an ever man, no. Me dear no say. Oh, but who are we? What they call so pepper. But it's getting out of hands. But oh yeah. But in Lumba's head, if you listen to Lumba's music very well, and you listen to the Konkonsa in town, Lumba never and will never divorce that woman. Nation it seems I went to Kumasi, and when I was coming, I came yesterday. And you might have been a Lumba. Now, Uti, the way the man sings about the wife, and the number of songs, and looking at the man, say, if you grab a mede den sakwa or say almost more behind Jensen, the man never and was never willing to leave that woman. And ordinance is why okay. Me GT said there's an ordinance marriage, whatever. Or man to me improve or cause the other thing. So if you know, say, ordinance marriage, or you didn't soon say or no worry on the ordinance. It seems to own to me now that. But all the what in Kinsey now because wa. at this point no say ye can any nipa na ona na ewu bebre no ona de beba be victim no ona beba be victim because wo yere a onim say that bi wu na ye komra mu a sabi o mi nya hwe because what were you under ordinance aside say me ma benya bibi no me ntimi nya hwe. Don't you think you are putting the lady in harm's way? So one way or the other, say what bit like I said, it wasn't an agreement. Say, and I can't say there was an agreement. Say, and then but bit me a chance to say. So only about the war. Me dem mention down found because me marry me pay. And I don't think any partner wouldn't know at the end of the day, no. So only one mobile me have a prayer japadi. Maybe I'm crying the baby. Inti me na said that.
Me sawad sem. One say and also to say the na because one some can say the man was never willing to leave the wife because of anytime beer or send drink beer no mama retain drinking. One say a D na onye because I mean Ghanaian Burma African man black man for that matter the easiest to reach our day na watu ana bravo so baby. One say D na that Lumba peso bija.
Is the so ba na wonya no boss num say nyame hwe no bo no so ba pepepe Lumba sebe nsem obe nyina na mami akonso ase one o institution like this all steady na ankasa because Charlie the woman has gone through it and then me say after the death of Lumba she's still going through it.
No, what you mean you say 1993?
Obi say Makanyum 1993. I have no problem. I last checked and this song it's Adi Anchemia was released in 2009. Please go and say
and 9.
Yes,
2009.
and I can
see after 2010 check Lumba track.
Hold on. Men say that was released in 2006, 5th December. Men say, okay. Men mom say what do the town here and me say no, including you, Eugene. I mean to ask you, mommy. So I'm saying let me finish. If it 2010
Lumba kind of songs. Yeah. Let me say Odobroni ba picture if it 2010 echo. Enti tie that Lumba songs after 2010. Ne hwe ensem a wo kan wo ne nwum. Say ye wo say Lumba sam ye adwuma. Tie fit 2010 nwum bia o boy even according to the sense nwuma or reference imam say wa kra no if it 2010 ko nyina no to nwum ne duru a o yi mam say wadin ni free what dey Priscilla din be hye ho so what does it tell you hope you critical one nwum after 2010
you mama can be being
okay no so I've never seen
we haven't had it.
We haven't had any performance. We need some performance. And I mean, say performance. Bia.
Do you know what I found out about Europe? Nipa American as no or Paris. Only must say husbands and wives actually agreed to father children through other women. Say beya be mani benya na enkrata. Unim say Europe at some point. Yes. And you know, asema to asema bempakai. I am thinking say it's even possible say akwalaba akona wo no irabana no wotifi ho na wo akwalaba akono. A better cry said na know you're strategic because minim say I'm sakwala so na that didinya and krata.
That is what I found out. I'm also beginning to think.
Yeah, blow mind because I'm not putting story to this particular thing.
Yes, but you see, to add to what.
No, any man will bring on a see what Ghana.
Eugene, yes, Apalana make Apalana, ya po no on China, and Namneswa, that did Dinan and Cratan. Sapalana said,
Omo what team names our story. No, this one a story different. So it can never be.
But Bempa to add to what Bempa said, no, Makano over and over again say that young lady is a victim because she was just young. But Odobro like say Omo Ntiasi as a meka say she is a victim. But it is clear, say it is a victim.
No, your picture of the victim is different from my picture of the victim. You paint the picture of the victim and put the culprit, I don't know, the culprit only on that Lumba and ignore my picture. No, but listen. Okay, then listen. So would you agree that? So, okay, hold on.
It's not possible. That's what I've been saying. Into now a chronic fight, now a fighting in and I don't blame her. That is what I have been saying. To me, that made me feel sad, but and that's why I keep saying, say me TLW, but Mammy she will suffer for this decision. Our so that's what I've been saying.
Junior,
But this is what you've been saying for some time now. And we say, every choice is beyond consequences. And if you put those dots together now, you could see she really decided that whatever the man will do, she's going to, support it, whether it's bad or not. You see, let's even put the whole picture into perspective. Here is the man whom the first and second born probably are months different, and in Germany you accept all these two kids, and that's mama can and where's that the man is probably the intent was bad. Now the man calm down. Then you